Hi everyone, it's Carrie and welcome back to my channel. 1 pan garlic, herb, chicken, and asparagus. This 20-minute 1 pan garlic, herb, chicken, and asparagus is full of rich, buttery herb flavors with both chicken and asparagus all cooked in one skillet for easy prep and cleanup. A protein and a veggie side dish, all made in a single skillet, is my kind of dinner. This chicken and asparagus concoction is chocked full of all the buttery herbed goodness you need this week. This is an incredibly popular recipe for a couple of reasons, and I'll spell it out for you. 1, easy cleanup. You just can't go wrong with only having to clean up one single pan at the end of a meal, and even after making essentially 2 dishes. Number 2, flavor, flavor, flavor. The combination of a few simple herbs and seasonings along with minced garlic and butter is a party in your mouth even the pickiest of eaters can't refuse. 3, 20 minutes. Yes, I said it, 20 minutes. This dish comes together so quickly, you might find yourself wondering if you missed a step or 2. You didn't. The first step in this recipe is to season the chicken with salt and pepper on both sides. Next, you're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a large pan or skillet over medium-high heat, and then add in your 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, a half a teaspoon of dried basil, a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, a half a teaspoon of dried thyme, and last but not least is a half a teaspoon of onion powder. And cooked these all together for another minute or so until the garlic is fragrant. Next, you're going to reduce your heat to medium and then add the chicken to the pan. So you're going to want to brown it on the first side and cook it for 5 to 7 minutes depending on how thick each chicken breast is. So a little known fact about me that I haven't shared much on this channel is that I deal with rheumatoid arthritis. Today, my fingers feel like I have jammed them all. Like when I was a teenager and I'd play basketball and I'd jam those fingers and they'd get all thick and stiff, that's what they've been feeling like for the last little bit. My hands hurt so bad that I couldn't even grind the salt and pepper shakers. So even though you may see some hands cooking dinner tonight, it actually was my 17-year-old daughter who cooked dinner. I did the recording of the filming of it, and we cooked dinner together, which is wonderful to have those experiences with her, and I'm grateful for her willingness to help. So that's just something to show that life goes on no matter how you're feeling, especially when you have an autoimmune disease, that things just have to happen. I'm grateful that I have a 17-year-old who loves to cook as long as I'm in the kitchen doing it with her. And I just wanted to say that that's great for all you moms out there. Get your kids cooking, get them working alongside of you in the kitchen, get them comfortable cooking those things. So when you have a day like I did, when I couldn't cook, it was just hurting my hands too much, she was able to step in and do it. And we had a delicious meal. It tasted great the second time, so I know this is a tried and true recipe that you will also love. Hope you enjoy. Now it's time to flip that chicken over and cook it for another 5 to 7 minutes. The chicken should be nearly, but not completely cooked through by this point. Scoot the chicken over to the sides and add a remaining 1 tablespoon of butter to the empty portion of the pan. If you're not sure if your chicken breasts are done, you can check it by inserting a meat thermometer into the thickest part of the biggest piece of chicken. It should read between 160 and 165 degrees for it to be done. Another way to check is to stick your fork or knife into the meatiest part of the biggest breast. And if the juices run clear, it's cooked all the way through. If you're new to this channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing for more content just like this.
Yep.
Once the butter is melted, add asparagus. Season asparagus with salt and pepper to taste. Cook, rotating throughout for 4 to 6 minutes until tender and the chicken is completely cooked through. I think any proteins go with any veggies. It's just a matter of how you prepare them. And so I've made asparagus with chicken, I've made it with beef and pork. Play around with your favorite meats, plant proteins, and other ingredients until you see what it is you like to eat best. And that, my friends, is all there is to it. Your whole dinner will be ready to go in a flash, with a whole lot of flavor and hardly any work involved. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make one video every week on Wednesdays. I hope to see you then.